Metal Whisper 5 here again. I will be showing you just how to clean a 22 Gamma Whisper Fusion Match 1 22 cal suppressor. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take a really small, let's say an Allen wrench or something, and there's these two pins that are on the sides of the gun, and basically you just have to push pretty firmly, and they should pop out. I'm going to put them on a magnet, and I'm just going to quickly pop this off. You know what? That was actually, I took this off before we started filming. That way I can just have it a little easier. But you can take a flat-headed screwdriver. And then, I don't know exactly how you can take this off. The red part is the actual suppressor in the beginning there. So, the only easiest way is to do it. Some of you guys are like, you're going to dry fire an air gun. Well, it's a good thing it's not yours, because it's actually mine. Okay? So I'm just going to dry fire it in here, and as you can tell, it's way easier to pop out. Some of the gas came out of there. Does that look dirty, or does that look dirty? I've shot probably 3,000 rounds or so through this without cleaning this. This is actually my very first time cleaning this. And, alright, so what we're going to do is just pop it apart. As you can tell, this thing's supposed to be red, but it's gray, okay? The lighting in here is not the best, but you'll see it by the sink. We'll go ahead and show you how to clean this. Alright guys, now we're by the sink. All you do is it just falls apart like this. This is literally, like I said, the dirtiest thing. So all we're going to do is just take an old toothbrush, the fastest way, and then we'll take some Q-tips, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty stuff. I'm just going to basically just scrub it down until it's very clean. Alright, so after 3,000 rounds or so, man, look at my hands. This is just like an oil that just not coming off by either hot water or cold water, so I'm going to try a good old down soap here, so let's get on to it. Alright, so I pretty much cleaned it with everything I could. Down soap, wire brush, everything I could kind of imagine that could actually take this off. But I don't know about you, but shooting 3,000 rounds or more without even cleaning the suppressor is a little much, but regularly cleaning, what you guys should be doing is cleaning it around 1,000 rounds or 2,000. Every time you clean your gun, clean your suppressor as well. It shouldn't look this bad. It should be really nice and bright and red. So that's how I apparently cleaned it. Alrighty, so now I'm just going to clean the cap real quick. Like I said, it should be pretty red when you're red colored mainly when you're all done with it. A brand new gun should just run no problem for the most majority of the time. So yeah, pretty dirty. Suppressors do catch a lot of that dirt, that residue, that lead kind of gas and powder all together. So yeah, that's pretty much sums it up for the cleaning portion. Right, so one thing I'm noticing is clean the inside of your suppressor. Basically the suppressor as it is, that's just the inside of it. But anyway, clean this part because it is, well, extremely dirty. Especially because it'll be just a little easier to put those pins back in. Alright guys, despite what it looks like now, yours obviously should look red. But anyway, how to put it back together is pretty simple. There's just like a little, you just have it click together like that. And it should look like a little torpedo. How to put it basically back together. Look where your front sight is, or if you don't have a red front sight, you should have ability to do this. It's pretty easy. You just put the flat square, kind of the square area where the front sight is. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Yep, that is how it goes. And just make sure everything's lined up. That way everything goes, and it takes a little bit of pressure there to push it in. So that's how you do that part. Alright guys, so this gun has a paint job, but don't worry about that. Just worrying about how to line up your holes here, basically for the holes that are with your cap. Alright, so it's pretty straightforward. You just line your holes up pretty much, and let's see if I can see some light through there. Yep, you can see a little bit of light through there, and you just line your holes up and give it a good smack, and it should go perfectly. See how well that went? So you just put your pins, make sure your pins are facing down. When you put them in there, I'll show you a really close-up of that. Alright, so your pins, what you're going to do is you're going to see those little gaps with the pins. You're going to face those pins down, and they should kind of go in there. I do this off camera because it's a little finicky to get it in there at first. But yeah, Let me just see if I can get it in there. Alright, so I finally got the pin in. It's a little rough to get it in there. What you kind of have to do is just really push a lot of pressure on it. And I'm using just kind of a modified screwdriver. I'm pushing really hard on the tiny pins, so that should sum it up for you. Alrighty guys, so it's all done pretty much. They still kind of stick out. That's kind of how they were when they first were in the beginning. So if you like this video, give yourselves a like on Metal Boys 5. If you're interested in basically this kind of gun, we do a lot of these a lot of testing videos on lots of things, like I said. So to make this video nice and short, we'll see you next time on Metal Boys 5.